People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now, the first thing that is popping is not very good news. We are speaking about the BODY of an 8-year-old picnic. We are talking about Kimora Whyte. We are speaking about a little picnic that attended Epsom Primary School. We are speaking about in St. Mary. And it is said that the body was recovered at sea. Now, people, this person was missing on Monday. So today is Wednesday. We are speaking about on Tuesday she was found. And basically what happened is that a fisherman found her school bag in the sea. So they kind of had an idea that she might have been washed away in the sea. So she was found. We are speaking about Tuesday evening. Now, based on the report, it is said that she was at school and she was not feeling very well. She was complaining that she had some neck ache and she also had a fever. And based on what the parent is saying, based on what the mother is saying, the teacher gave the child an umbrella and then she sent her home. Now, people, just imagine we are speaking about an 8-year-old picnic. We are talking about a little picnic. And while it might be the norm in Jamaica to see all these little picnic going to school, going back and forth to school in some bushy place, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. The norm does not make it right, because the truth and the facts that we have to remember that these are little picnic and they can be easily distracted. Them cannot cross the street and something lick them over because they are distracted. They are thinking about anything else other than the street. So therefore they might be in la land. So therefore they are easily injured because of the fact they have some young minds. So therefore they are not as mature. They don't think like adults. So therefore the moral of the story is that a child that is 8 should not be walking back and forth to school point blank and period. And people, I understand the economics of it all. I understand the situation that sometimes parents have to go to work and they don't have a little guardian or somebody to basically send the pick them with. However, that is why you are supposed to be prepared when you have picnic. You are supposed to be prepared for any eventual happening, and people don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I understand the economics of it all. I understand that it happened. However, we see the situation happening way too often, and people, we see it once again, we see it one more again. So anyways, back to the story. So basically the teacher said that she sent home the child after she was complaining of pains and ache and fever, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. And she was supposed to cross a little river, a little water. We are speaking about some rushing water. And apparently she basically did not realize that the water was rushing so hard. So basically she stepped into the water and she was washed away and she was missing for in excess of a day. Now, people, like we say, or like I always say, you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. You're supposed to learn from the mistakes of the past. And people, if we remember, there was an infamous incident that occurred. We are speaking about a place called Augustown, where like a 9-year-old picnic was washed away and he was found, I think 4 days later. We are speaking about in a place called Harborview. So people, we are talking about way down the road. And people, we see it happening once again. And people, it is not the first time, it is not the second time, it is not the last time. Because people, trust me, whenever things happen, they happen over and over again. So we can basically expect to hear some other disturbing news, point blank and period. So people, like me say, the teacher said that she sent home the child by herself. There was no guardian, there was no mother, there was no father to pick them up. So now we see the mother a ball and we see the father a ball. We see family members a ball, we see people in the community a ball. However, they are doing the same thing. So people, like them say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And people, I don't want to sound insensitive. I am just saying, make this be a lesson, make this be a learning for other parents out there. And as it pertains to the school board and the things that they do, people, let me tell you something. If you live in America or a first world country and you have your picnic, you are going to have problem to pick up your picnic if you don't have your own identification. If they cannot verify or vet that you are indeed the parent. And first thing first, you cannot make any sorts of arrangement saying that your little picnic we are talking about an 8-year-old is going to walk back and forth to school. People, it cannot happen because it makes absolutely no sort of sense. It is insanity. So people, we have to understand that Jamaica needs to step up their game. I am speaking about the government. I am speaking about the relevant authorities. I am speaking about the parents, the mama, the papa, everybody, granny, grandfather, whoever. You understand me? I say because too much time, too many times, we see that these little picnic getting slapped away. We see that these little picnic getting washed away, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. And it is all because of negligence. It is all because of irresponsibility. It is all because these parents were ill prepared for have any picnic, point blank and period. And people don't get it twisted and understand that Jamaica is a poor country. So therefore we are going to operate a little differently from the first world countries. However, meaning that we are doing it different does not make it right. It makes absolutely no sense. So therefore we have to basically rely on common sense. We have to rely on practicality and people. If it don't make any sort of sense, that means that it is insanity. Point blank and period. So people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a little robbery that occurred. We are speaking about on Main Street. We are speaking about Santa Cruz. We are speaking about in St. Elizabeth. Now based on the reports, it is said that at least $5 million was stolen. At least $5 million was basically tech. Now people, we are speaking about a large sum of money, and based on the Popo report, it is said that 4 men kind of went in the property and basically told the security guard to get pan him face and take away the security GUN and also put on everybody pan them face. Now people, when we think about this, we see that this is a reoccurring theme. We see that these are a set of professionals. These are not the run-of-the-mill Jamaican dunce criminal. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that based on what we see in this incident and other incident, we can only come to the logical conclusion that these persons are A, Popo, B, soldiers, or C, we are talking about some deportee. And people, when we talk about some deportee, me not talk about no fla deportee. Me I talk about some deportee where you call some stepper, where you call some taker. Me I talk about some people used to take where people DRUGS and rob places, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Me I talk about some professional thief. And people, the reason why I say this is based on their MO, based on how they operate. Because people, if you realize when they went in this Western Union, we are talking at Santa Cruz, they basically put the security upon him face, then basically take away the security gun. Now people, had this been some dunce Jamaican thief, they would have basically start blaze up all sort of can before them even see the building. You'd have people all over the place as camper. However, in this incident, we saw that they were some smooth operator. Them basically go into the place and put on everybody in their appropriate place. May I talk about people that on them face. May I talk about security sprawl out. May I talk about him GUN gun. May I talk about him gun in the possession of these thieves and people them take the money and them just walk through the back door or run through the back door with ease. Now people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not the Popo. I was not there. I was not a part of the operation. I am not the investigator. However, I am from the street and I understand the runnings of the street. And whenever I see a professional or hear about a professional, I know. And people, this was a professional job. This was not no pia or no fefenke kind of people. People, we are talking about someone that know what they are doing. And people, when I look at this situation, it reminds me of a situation back in what, 2018, 2019. I am speaking about the robbery in Guinea-Tree. We are speaking about Clarendon or Manchester, where they basically hit the supermarket and basically get away after blazing up some can because them kind of come under the Popo. However, we saw that they went in the establishment and they took the money and they did not hurt a soul. However, we see that when we compare this with the common criminal in Jamaica, it's as if every time them go anywhere, it is all sorts of catastrophe and chaos. All sorts of innocent people always get caught up. So people, in this case, my street professional impression is that these are professional. And people, don't get it wrong. I am not saying that it is the same persons that are going all over Jamaica and taking every place. Me just say they are the same. We are speaking about they have the same MO. We are talking about they are professional, point blank and period. Now people, one of the things that I find very disturbing and disgusting in Jamaica, if we remember when this incident took place, we are talking about the Chinese robbery, we are speaking about in BB3RY, we are talking about Clarendon. If we remember, we saw the top popo, we saw the security minister, we saw the minister of justice, Rete Lele, blah blah bling, coming out and thumping their chest and saying that they think that they know who it is and that they've made a couple of arrests. However, people, we realize we have not heard anything since then, and we are speaking about over a year. So people, what happened? Is there a delay in the court? Is there a delay in the justice system? Because remember, they sounded very confident as if they have the right person, and people, we see that it is happening over and over again. So that leads me to my conclusion that there are more than likely a couple of persons that are doing the same thing. We are talking about some made hitmen. We are talking about some made thief. We are talking about some made taker. So my question is this to the security minister. My question is this to the top popo. If you claim that you have that situation under control, why is this happening once again, one more again? And my warning to the popo also, that you can expect that you are going to see more incidents like what happened in BB3RY in Clarendon. We are speaking about in Santa Cruz. We are talking about Western Union. We are talking about Bank. Because unless you are going to straighten up your economic situation, people are always going to be doing the same thing over and over. Because like the saying goes, a hungry man is an angry man, and somebody that broke, they would rather to die like a man than basically live like a dog. So people, as bad as it sounds, I am not saying that it is justified. I am just saying that it is what persons do, especially when they are desperate, because desperate time calls for desperate measures, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.